I've had a small farm for many years, and I'm going to tell you my experience with having pigs. Pigs was a challenging one for me. The only pigs that I've had is a mini pig and Kune Kunes. And the mini pig I did not enjoy. It had a bad attitude. The male one just tried to molest everything, and the female was a sassy little turd and bit me. I even have a scar. You see that right there on my ankle? That is from the mini pig. Kune Kunes are a favorite because they are a pasture pig. They're a grass-fed pig, and they don't get huge, even though this guy is pretty freaking massive. I mean, he is big. And they're a slow-growing pig, but because of their diet, they're supposed to be one of the best tasting pigs. I plan on eating that one and her two brothers, which are over there. That one and that one. I saved 3 pigs from the last litter, and I'm trying to grow them up as big as I can before they go in my freezer, but they have a good life and I love them. And I am attached to them, but I do eat meat, so it's the same thing as getting it from the store, but I make sure that they have a good life. And I love them and all that stuff before they do what they're here for. So, you know, if I was a vegetarian, I wouldn't do it, but I'm not a vegetarian, and I'm tired and don't like buying stuff from the grocery store. I don't trust it as much as growing it on my own. So things that I tried was keeping them inside of a small chain link fence or keeping them inside. That was miserable for me. I personally didn't enjoy it. Having a big open grassy pasture with a barn, and the baby ones still tested my fences. You have to have decent fences for pigs for them to be not stressful. These little guys were my nightmare when they were born. They were small enough to fit in the holes underneath my fence. Well, when they started to turn into teenagers, they wanted to go explore. So they would go up under my fence over there and go around the neighborhood, and I would have every single neighbor in my neighborhood text me saying, "Your pigs are out." It was an everyday problem until I fixed that. Even some of the neighbors came over and started putting stuff on my fence so that they couldn't get out, which was really nice of them. But this is my big old boy. So I enjoy having them. They do make a mess sometimes. They like, where it starts to rain and make a little bit of mud, they like to nuzzle it and make a lot of mud. So if you have a nice farm and enjoy the animals coming up to you and coming up to your back door, just know that they are a little destructive. They like to come inside when I'm not paying attention if I accidentally leave this door open. And so my floors constantly look like pig mud. No matter how much I sweep it, if I turn around for 3 seconds, this one, his 3 children, his wife, and the other 6 kids somewhere like to just take a quick run through my kitchen covered in mud. Personality-wise, my goats don't come up to me, my horses don't come up to me. They're the only thing on the farm that's like, it'll come up to me. This guy would be a dog, if he could be. He's got a big old face, and he's got big old teeth. See your teeth. Big teeth. I think my favorite part of owning Kune Kune pigs is when they have babies. They're like little jumping beans around my pasture, and I love the babies. The females, they sell really easy when they get about 8 weeks old. The males, they don't sell nearly as well, so I usually end up keeping those to put for meat. The last time my mama pig had babies was 10 months ago, and so she had, I think like 6. I can't really remember now. And then this time she had 5, so that's about how many babies I've been getting. One of my pigs had 3 last time. It was her first time having babies though, so she's really big now. We'll see how many she has, but on average I can usually sell for the babies for about $150. I paid $350 for my male, but I just wasn't getting that for them, so I don't know if I was just dumb for paying that. But I usually sell the females really easy, and the males are a little bit harder, so I keep them for the meat usually. I'm trying to get something next to him so you can see how big he is. 5-pound pit bull. And this big old boy. I couldn't pick him up if I tried. He's scared me many times with his white face and his dark body, walking up in the dark, standing in a doorway or something. He looks like a demon with his white face and his human eyes. He scares me sometimes, but I love him. These guys are coming up on about 10 months old, and they're getting pretty freezer size. I'm only gonna give them probably 2 more months at the most, maybe 3. I don't have very big freezers. I'm not gonna let them get huge, and they eat, what I feed them mostly is just like, I'll throw out a scoop of corn or a scoop of sweet feed in the winter time you gotta feed them a little bit more, but they eat grass and bugs and leftovers and dead animals and all kinds of stuff. They will eat dead bodies. So in the time that I've had them, I've not had any of them get sick and die. They do really well in the winter. They do really well taking care of their babies on their own. Their babies, I haven't had a single fatality with my pigs since I've had them, so. In the summer, as long as they have mud to roll in, they've been really great too. So summer and winter, they've been great for the North Carolina environment. There's so many baby pigs, they don't even know what to do with them. I just walked up here and my pig had her babies. I have little pasture mice everywhere. They're just fighting left and right because their babies are all mixed in. How many do you have? Do you all even know who your mom is anymore? You're missing one. I just saw one run. Oh my gosh, come back. There's so many baby pigs. What am I gonna do with all these? I don't have room for all these baby pigs. Oh my goodness. Mama just had her babies. Gosh, aren't they cute?